What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Coach Plays. The one time I start the stream up and I didn't check to see how the audio, there was no music, so sorry about that. We are live here for the last Sunday night regular season football game in the NFL, as we should have a good one. It has kind of taken a little bit of a hit, but it still should be a good contest between the 8-8 Detroit Lions and the 8-8 Green Bay Packers. If you don't really know and you're wondering why I said it's kind of taken a hit, it is trying to do that real quick. It is because the Seattle Seahawks just won in overtime, which has eliminated the Detroit Lions. So this game isn't a win and you're in for both teams like what we were kind of hoping for. It is now just a win and in for the Green Bay Packers. If the Green Bay Packers win, they are in over the Seattle Seahawks. If the Detroit Lions win, the Seattle Seahawks are in the postseason. Detroit has officially been eliminated. So that's kind of where we're at there. Kind of sucks. Me personally, I was hoping for a Detroit Lions win. I would have liked to see them in the postseason, but it wasn't meant to be. So Detroit should have been able to win one or two more games along the road. Whenever you put it in the fate of other teams, bad things can happen. Shout out Coach Allen for being in the chat, Hall of Fame member. Appreciate you, big cuzzy. We will pop in game audio here soon, as this one's getting ready to get kicked off. We will go back and forth from this scene to this scene. I will go ahead and enable the chat. That way it's up on the big screen. Guys, if you would, hit that like button and share us out to your buddies. Get as many of your friends in here. YouTube algorithm has been tripping lately. And then, as always, if you're new to the Coach Plays, hit that red button and subscribe. Join the team. Join the fam. There we go. We'll get the game cast up there as well for you guys. And we will pipe in the game audio here very shortly. I have one bet on the day. We are up like $60 on the day, so I basically took my profits. We put $50 on a boost bet. Aaron Rodgers to throw for 200 yards, and the Green Bay Packers to win. All right, so we should be good to put some audio in now.
Right now, the Packers, they're relaxed, they're confident, and they're dangerous.
And they're hot, but Detroit's even hotter. The Lions have won 7 of their last 9. I know they can't make the playoffs, but perceptions are hard to change, and the Lions and their quarterback are doing that this year.
Jared Goff is getting popular. You go no interceptions in your last 8 games, it'll do that for you. This offensive line, though, I tell you, they're arguably the best in all of football. They can run it. Jared Goff rarely gets touched.
Look at that. A good offensive line can do things for you. How about that?
Ranked 32nd in the league. That's going to be a big challenge here tonight at Lambeau.
Well, this evening here, Chris, in Green Bay.
Coach Allen, if you are listening, let me know how your bets have been today.
Outpouring of support for Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin as he thankfully continues to recover in a Cincinnati hospital. That shows support with the players on the field and that love from Lambeau right now.
Throughout this week, the entire NFL family has been praying for Damar Hamlin of the Buffalo Bills as he continues his recovery. And we thank the first responders and medical professionals involved in his care. The Green Bay Packers ask you to join us in a moment of support and love for Damar and cheer for him and his family as they continue their fight.
Didn't bet, still mad.
Thank you.
Wow, didn't bet. Are you in on this game at all?
Sunday
I gotta mute that for a second. Packers 5.5 though. Like minus 5.5? Okay. Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. I thought the line went down to like minus 3.5. Maybe it didn't. So Howland is in on the Packers 5.5. Alright, so we should be good now. What's up, ROC? Appreciate you for joining, buddy.
Of course, they were eliminated, but there's still plenty to play for. Linebacker Alex Anzalone told me, number one, we have the opportunity to have a winning record, which we haven't had in a long
You know that's gotta suck
We can play
to be a Detroit Lion, and you hope that you could come in and fight for a chance to win and get into the postseason,
This is what you dream about.
and you never even get a chance to.
Rodgers told us the Packers are starting to become a dangerous team, but he expects this to be the Packers' toughest test in their recent win streak. Rodgers said he's had this game marked on his calendar for a while, using it as motivation, because no matter what happens tonight, this will be his last game of the season at Lambeau. Rodgers said he wants to walk off this field as a winner, Mike.
Well, if he does, Melissa, they will go to San Francisco for the wild card game next weekend. A Lion win or a tie. Green Bay out, and Seattle plays their division rival on wild card weekend. If the Packers win, Matt LaFleur takes his team to the playoffs for a 4th consecutive year. There is the head coach of the Packers who's had great success. On the other side, Melissa mentioned a winning record. Dan Campbell's team wins tonight. First time the Lions are above 500 in 5 years. Detroit won the toss, defers the option. Their punter is their kickoff man, Jack Fox, and that's Keyshawn Nixon, the dangerous return man for the Packers. Temperature is
24 degrees, and they kick it off. Fielded at the 10, and he runs into his own guy at the 20, and that's where he goes down.
1 yard line, and here is the Green Bay offense.
Gonna mute that for just a second and try to get this game cast up for you guys now. Should be good now.
In the middle of the pack in yards and points, but this is the healthiest this offense has been all year.
First play is a end around to Watson, and Watson will pick up a good gain of about 6. Nice little end around there to start things off.
So 39-year-old Aaron Rodgers, as Melissa said, final start at Lambeau this season, year 18 in the league. Significant drop-off in these numbers from last year's MVP season. More kicks, he's had a thumb injury, ribs have bothered him. The best thing he's done late in the year, lead. And he and Matt LaFleur, their voice together, their leadership and steadiness has gotten them from 4-8 to a chance tonight to win an inning.
Rodgers checking the play at the line of scrimmage.
For a gain of 6.
Handoff, Aaron Jones, and he keeps his feet under him and drives for a gain of about 10 and a first down.
Gain of 8. First down of the night.
This is likely going to be the game tonight. These two linebackers and what they can do to try and match up. Just a couple of weeks ago against Carolina, Carolina just ran all over this Lions defense. They did not have number 5 Deshaun Elliott in there, who's such a key guy as that safety down in the box to help against that run. So we will see how they hold up. But that is job one tonight for the Lions.
From the 36, Rodgers on the boot.
Rodgers to Watson, and Watson stays in bound, gets a gain of about 13 and a first down.
Out of bounds. They say it was before he was on the white of the out-of-bounds stripe. First down for Christian Watson at the 49.
So Watson's going to touch it 2 out of 3 times here to open the game. And also, Mike, misdirection 2 out of 3 times. You've got a team in the Lions hyped up, energized, looking for a chance to knock off the Green Bay Packers here. So they want to try and measure that excitement a little bit and take advantage of it by coming with some misdirection.
First and 10. Ball is already at the 49 of the Packers. Play action. Rodgers got some time. He's going to take a shot deep right for Lazard and drops it as he comes down to the ground, but there is a flag, so they're going to get a pass interference, and the Packers are going to be set up at their own 1 yard line, or at the Lions' 1 yard line.
Number 39, ball's placed in the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
So let's see. Jacobs was on coverage. This throw was to Alan Lazard. He just runs a go route. Does he get this arm? Yep, he is holding that left arm. Lazard was having to be forced to catch it basically with one hand. Got to try to get away from that.
Terry McCauley, our replay analyst, our officiating analyst, 3-time Super Bowl ref.
So that will set up the Packers in business. Mercedes Lewis, the longtime tight end, We'll motion from right to left. Little inside zone. Jones tried to sidestep to the left. He slid right into a lot of Panthers. Lions. What the hell?
First and goal. Usually that's great for the team in green and gold. Not this year. Packers have been awful in goal-to-goal situations. Worst in the league.
And in particularly bad against this Lions team the last time they played. So many turnovers on this side of the field really was the difference in that game.
A.J. Dillon hustles in. Randall Cobb in there as well. For Green Bay, as Jones comes to the bench.
So now 2nd and goal. Ball at the 5-yard line. A 2 wide receiver set to the right. And a wide receiver tight end. They run split zone to the left. And Dillon gets a gain of maybe 1.
7 on the line for the Lions.
2 plays in a row for Isaiah Buggs. Right here, just going to work his way inside to make the hit. So big time, really kind of putting the pressure now on Aaron Rodgers in this passing game to come up with a play.
A lot of unheralded guys in that Lions front. Their one star is the number 2 overall pick, Aiden Hutchinson. On 3rd down,
Rodgers flushes out of the pocket and now tries to dump it, but it's incomplete. Intended for A.J. Dillon. Rodgers might have looked a little scared right there, and this is a big win for the Lions. And this is a massive failure for the Packers to not be able to get this in the end zone. Rodgers does a good job of just getting skinny. Boy, I think he thought A.J. Dillon was going to sit, but he just kind of kept running. So they will kick the field goal now. The snap, the set, and the kick is good. Packers take the first lead of the night, up 3-0. ROC's got it in the chat. So the Packers tack on 3, very thanks to a pass interference call down there. Spencer Barnett, team member. What's up, Spencer? Says, hey, coach, I am home from out of town. Playoffs and look interesting. Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a good playoffs. I think it's going to be a pretty good playoffs, that's for sure. Spencer, man, you always out of town. Do you do a lot of work out of town? No family stuff. I didn't work Social Security. Oh, awesome, Spencer. That's awesome, man. Well, congrats on your retirement. That's awesome. Well deserved. All right, so now we're back.
Crosby kicks it off. Justin Jackson, second in the league in kickoff returns. Can't get his hands on it, and the Detroit offense starts at the 25.
Jared Goff, Cal.
First swag Kazakage, leader of the Hidden Village of the Den. Josh Reynolds, John J.
Gonna mute that just in case that music.
Alexander.
That's good. We're gonna see what it does.
Cy-Fair High School.
When if we go live tomorrow night for the national championship, reminder, I don't know. I don't think we will add in-game audio. College football's kind of tripping.
Ben Johnson's the offensive coordinator, 36 years old, first year on the job, done a tremendous job. This is a good team. Fourth and score.
Here, Goff, handoff, Williams,
Former Packer Jamal Williams
and he is fighting hard for a gain of about 4.
Quay Walker, the rookie, made the tackle. So Chris mentioned Jared Goff at the top of the broadcast, former #1 overall pick of the Rams. Look at his numbers the last 8 games.
15 touchdowns,
no picks,
0
and the best
interceptions.
passer rating
That's impressive by
in the
Goff.
league. It's his second year with the Lions since coming over in the Matthew Stafford trade. We'll talk about the type of season and the adjustment it's been for the 7th-year man out of Cal as our night goes on.
So they empty it out. Trips left, Twins to the right. Packers send 5. Goff tries to throw the out route. I wonder if that one got tipped.
Against the Green Bay defense.
Regardless, it's incomplete.
Kenny Clark, UCLA. Jaron Reed, Alabama. Preston Smith, Stevenson High School. Devondre Campbell, Minnesota. Quay Walker, Chris County High School. Kingsley Nagbari, South Carolina.
John Money Alexander, Louisville. Adrian Amos, Baltimore, Maryland.
Darnell Savage, Maryland. Rashee Douglas, Sussex Ave.
4 turnovers each.
So now, 3rd and 6 on the Lions' first drive of the night. They come out with a trips left, snugged on the right. Goff in the pocket, hit as he throws, and that one was wobbly and went to the ground, intended for Reynolds. There is a flag. Is there a chance for a late hit on a quarterback?
Nope, they're not a flag. That might be a glove for a player. Yeah, it's a yellow glove for a player. No flag. 4th down, and the Lions will punt it away.
No flag.
The great interior pressure is generally going to come from that guy right there, Kenny Clark. He is been to the Pro Bowl a couple of times, but he is the force that you have to stop inside, and they're going to try and line him up against Evan Brown there tonight to try and get the mismatch.
So a quick 3 and out. That is a pretty good job there by the Packers getting pressure to Goff as he's throwing. They will punt from their own 25. This one is going all the way back to the 15. That is where he will return it, and he gets popped at about the 23.
22-yard line. Detroit special teams get the job done on Nixon and Rogers.
So that will get us to a commercial break. All right, so we're coming back from a commercial break. All right, so here we go. So Packers on their second drive starting over at their own 23. They fake the jet sweep, handoff to Dillon the opposite way, and he fights for 2.
Jones and John Kaminsky combined on the tackle.
A little bit of a change on the outside for the Lions on the defensive side. Jeff Okudah, their #1 pick a few years ago, is out of this one. Mike Hughes is playing that cornerback position, and because of the way they're playing, really stacking up against the run, there are going to be some shots down the field for Aaron Rodgers in this game.
2nd and 8.
Quick slant route throw to Cobb. That's a good gain of about 6. It will bring up a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 as Cobb, the 12th-year man out of Kentucky, connects with his good friend Rodgers.
It was interesting to watch those two guys before the game, wasn't it? Sort of linked arm in arm with Aaron Rodgers, and know exactly what the symbolism was.
3rd and 1, they come out in a trip set to the right. Aaron Jones will now switch opposite of the quarterback. Lone receiver to the left is Watson. A little inside zone. A lot of penetration there. Somehow Jones fights to get the first down. But based off that spot, it is not a first down.
The mark has Aaron Jones short.
Y'all can see Dudley just laying in the background.
Matt LaFleur talking to Aaron Rodgers there, and the Packers won't huddle. They'll jump the ball quick.
And it's 4th and inches on their own 33. And Packers keeping their offense on the field. Try to hard count them. Tight end will now motion to the left. Good shift there by the Lions. They hand off the jet sweep. And that had no chance. Oh, I do not like jet sweep on 4th and inches. Still have nightmares.
How about that for a big play? The one thing that you do notice when you watch Anzalone play is his speed, his quickness. You saw that initial step. He saw the motion coming across the backfield, took a half step that way, and was in perfect position. And now
boy, 4th and inches, and you just gave Detroit great field position.
Coordinator Aaron Glenn, excited about that. Terrific player in his own right from
wow.
his NFL days.
So Detroit will take over at the Lions 30. I thought that was a terrible spot the Packers got. Play action and get it off to Amon-Ra St. Brown quickly on a quick little wide receiver screen. Pick up a gain of about 11.
For the 2nd-year man out of USC, who is a huge part of the Detroit offense.
St. Brown is just one of those tough guys. I don't think he's the fastest guy in the world, not the toughest guy, the quickest guy, anything. He is just a football player. Get him the ball in big situations, and good things happen for the Lions.
So now 1st and 10. Ball is at the 20. Back will motion over to the left. Goff fires a rope and no one home.
Popped to the outside. It's been a big part of how Green Bay's defense has done so well in the last month of the year.
Boy, no question about it. Rasul Douglas had been playing in the slot for much of the season, and then Eric Stokes got hurt, and Douglas went back outside. We were talking to Jared Goff about it, and he said he was severely disappointed when Douglas went outside. I won't say exactly what he said, but he liked him a whole lot better in the slot than he did out there where he is now. He's tough out there.
So now 2nd and 10. They run a little power to the left, but Williams, nothing going there. Maybe a gain of 1.
Rookie out of Georgia. Part of their championship team last year with the tackle.
I tell you, a big difference for me watching Quay Walker this time around is that he seems to have a bit of a simplified package. Just attacking downfield, find the football, go get it. He's been much better in coverage. It seems like he's just much more confident in his play, and he's been making a lot of plays lately.
So 3rd and 9. Goff in trouble, fires in the middle, incomplete, but was that pass interference? They're not going to call it. I thought he might have got there a little early. What's up, Jis? I had school for the past week. My bad, I wasn't in past week. No worries, Jis. And you don't have to apologize for that.
Let's take a look at that.
Life gets busy.
Right,
Hope you've been doing well.
Good protection.
What do you think about the game so far this weekend, Jis?
Early, but sort of that bang timing there, I guess.
Probably a pretty good no call at the end of the day. Michael Badgley from 37 yards.
That field goal kick is good. So we now have a tie football game. Packers' decision to go for it on 4th and 1 did not pay off. I almost feel like they did not want to sneak Aaron Rodgers. And in that situation on 4th and 1, I feel like that's all you need to do is just sneak it. To run a jet sweep was not good. Says got the Packers. Okay, yeah. I ended up taking the Packers as well. That's where I went with it. I think the Packers end up finding a way to get this one done. Unfortunately, the Lions, they're just playing for pride right now and playing to end the season on a high note as they cannot win and get into the postseason anymore. So that's a tough break for them. All right, so now we're back. Boy, that's beautiful outside of Lambeau Field. I had a basketball game today, but I lost in second overtime. That's a brutal loss there, Gist. How many points you score? Second overtime, man, that's tough.
University of Michigan. Isaiah Buggs, Alabama.
Elaine McNeil, Sanderson High School.
John Kaminsky, Charleston.
Michael Rodriguez, Barry Sanders University. Alexander Loney, Gator Boy. Jerry Jacobs, Harvard. Jay Kerr, Zorlite, Oakland. Deshaun Elliott, Rockwall East High School. Will Harris, Boston College.
Mike Hughes, UCF.
They had a good time with their lineup, that's for sure. They haven't had a good time on defense. Most yards allowed in the league. 4th most points this season. With Aaron
Rodgers, handoff, Jones, a lot of penetration there, makes a great move, fights him back across the formation to pick up a gain of about 5 or so. 12, not bad, Jis. Not bad.
For me to watch with Aaron Rodgers. They probably threw it a little bit too much.
Nice little double-digit night.
Because they're going to tempt you. They really are. But you also understand with the Detroit Lions, they are a bit paranoid that they cannot stop the run. So I think Aaron is trying to be disciplined, stay with it here early in this first quarter, but you know that hard play action is coming, and he's going to have those shots.
I formation, inside handoff, A.J. Dillon. He's going to be close to the first down.
Chris referenced the first game. It was week 9. The Lions
And they give him this first down. Thought that one probably wasn't.
15-9. Rodgers threw 3 picks in that game, 2 coming in the red zone against Dan Campbell's team.
Strong left side of this offensive line now with David Bakhtiari back. Elton Jenkins went from right tackle over to left guard, and that really has been the focal point of this offense. Running and the pass protection of those 2 guys.
So a first down, new set of chains, cross the 40. They go with a counter to the right for A.J. Dillon. He finds a little crease in A-gap, and he finds a gain of about 5.
One more Benito Jones tackle. That's 3 here in the first quarter.
Here's a good example of that left side of the offensive line coming around and leading the way here. So, again, a lot of body blows early by the Green Bay Packers, and they are sticking to it. Give credit to Aaron Rodgers, because it's really easy for him to look down that field and say, all right, I really like some of my matchups out here, especially without Akuda in the lineup. And yet he sees those safeties far enough off, he's going to stay with that run early.
Rodgers takes the snap. Good protection for him. He now fires deep to a wide-open Christian Watson. Takes a pop after the catch, but he holds on, and that's a first down Packers. Beantown Breakdown in the chat, team member. I would agree, Spencer. What's up, Beantown? Hope you've been doing well.
And back out, the safety be inside of you, but you have to respect the speed of Watson.
Sorry about your Patriots today. Bills are a tough team, that's for sure.
You could just feel the speed as it went by.
Especially coming off of like what they've been dealing with. They were going to play with a lot of energy today. Tight trips bunched. Fake the end around. No, they give the end around to Lazard. He has to cut up hard. There's a lot of work to get 1 yard there.
Aiden Hutchinson really has been everything they could have hoped for this year and more. And 3 interceptions on the season, which I don't even think he could believe.
No, he couldn't.
He said he's never had an interception in his entire life. And his first interception came against the great one, Aaron Rodgers, down in the red zone and making a play. But Dan Campbell's put it simply, he said, we got ourselves a football player.
Hutchinson family watching his first game.
Putting out to the right. Kind of checks it down to Randall Cobb, but that is good for a first down. No, that one's actually short, so it's going to be third down.
The linebackers for the Detroit Lions know that they have to be able to stop this running game, right? And so what you see is them having to come downhill and really attack it. So any sort of play action, any sort of bootleg is going to create some voids in behind those 2 guys.
3rd and 5.
Empty formation. They get the trip set to the left, twins to the right, into the boundary. Looking right, trying to find a quick slant. Wasn't there. He's in trouble. And sacked. The ball does come loose, but he's going to say it hit the ground. He was down on the ground. Boy, I thought that was about to be a strip sack. Rodgers did not know he was there. Yes, they are, Gist. This one sacked by Aiden Hutchinson, the high-profile rookie out of Michigan. Just bull rush on the right tackle. Man, Rodgers is lucky.
Stop his forward momentum, and he just goes right through Nyman to get to Rodgers, and Rodgers lucky to hang on to that one. I don't know that he really did.
Awesome. Beantown, I've been thinking about you, buddy. Sucks not seeing you stream as much, so I was hoping for good news. That's awesome, man. Let me know when you get that news. That field goal kick is good. Packers do retain the lead as they are now back up 6-3. He was down. It definitely wasn't out. So 6-3. We've got now 3 field goals on the board. No touchdowns. Packers with the lead. So we are on a commercial break right now. Like I say, Packers up in this one. 6-3. Coming back out of commercial break now. Beantown, get well. Both my parents had cancer. Mom's gone. Dad's hanging in there. Much love, Stetson Bennett, man. I know that's tough. Loof has just subscribed to the Coach Plays Shake and Bake. What's up, Loof? If I'm pronouncing your name right. L-U-F. Appreciate you for subscribing, joining the team, joining the fam. We're getting closer to the number change as we're gearing up close to 6,500.
Interview with Rod Wood, the team president, and Sheila Ford, the owner. And Dan Campbell's sitting there, and he has big coffees, and he just leans into the Zoom meeting, and he says, I want this blanking job.
And his head's about that big, and the screen's about that big, and he's yelling at everybody. But it's what he is, you know. He really sort of personifies not just this team, but that city in many ways. There's a great passion for Detroit Lions football, and he's bringing it out in everybody.
So the Lions in 1st and 10.
Jamal Williams is the back.
Handoff Williams, and nothing going there.
What a quarter. Clay Walker is having 22nd overall pick in the 2022 draft.
Just such a difference. Devondre Campbell being back has allowed Quay Walker to just go find the football and attack. You can see
they just tried to run a little wide zone action. Jamal tries to take it at the C gap, but Walker is right there to fit it.
And he does it as a pass rusher too. They're
and stood him up.
to go get the quarterback some, and he has been a factor trying to.
Twins right, pro left. Drop back quick, 3-step drop. Throws the quick out by Khalif Raymond, the former Titan. It's a good gain of 5, and that's a good way just to you know, make third down much more manageable. They get some off coverage. They get green grass to the outside. This is a well-timed throw, well-timed ball. Push into Alexander. Forces Alexander to back up. Got to respect the deep ball, a deep route. Give up the underneath. A little bit of a shift here. Now tight trips to the right. Snugged on the backside. 3rd and 3. Alexander does press here late. Goff hangs in there, fires in the middle, and that is caught. St. Brown for a big gain and a first down, Lions.
Key to the play, no question.
Goff, really good job hanging in there, but like I say, had a lot of time, good clean grass in front of him, and leads for St. Brown.
And he got it in easily.
And are they going to review this?
From Green Bay.
We may have to look at it.
Yeah, there's a challenge flag.
So they're challenging it.
Matt LaFleur is looking up at the video screen. He got a look at the
Green Bay is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed catch.
catch by St. Brown. Home team, if they think there may be something, they'll give you a look. So we're going to step out here for this challenge. See if St. Brown hung on this 3rd down pass, trying to bring it in as he went to the ground.
His hands might have came off of it. We're going to have to wait and see. They go to commercial break. So the Packers are reviewing this one. Guys, we got 10 people in the house, only 4 thumbs up. If you would, hit those thumbs up. It helps us out. Helps out with the algorithm.
Easy now.
Appreciate you guys. Thoughts on Super Bowl? They called it an incomplete pass, by the way. They just came back and called it an incomplete pass. Big turn of events right there. Give me Bills versus 49ers.
He really never gets control before the ball hits the ground. And when it's on the ground, the hands are off the ball. It's clearly incomplete. Good reversal by replay.
Thanks, Terry.
Tough break there.
Roll off of the left hand means it will be a punt. It's a successful challenge for Matt LaFleur, so he can earn a third if his second one is correct. And with 29 seconds left, Jack Fox will kick it to Keyshawn Nixon. Line drive kick, very returnable. 40-yarder. Nixon from the 29. Takes it to the outside. Look out here. Nixon
good little return here for the Packers.
Down at the 46-yard line. Good field position for Rodgers here at the end of the quarter. Green Bay wins. They go to San Francisco for Wild Card Weekend. As a matter of fact, Super Wild Card Weekend presented by Verizon. Here is the lineup.
Mute that real quick. All right, so now we're good.
So we'll hopefully have that before we go to bed tonight.
Hands off jet sweep for Watson. Has to end around a defender, but he somehow gets to a gain of about 5, and that's going to end the first quarter. Green Bay up 6-3 in this one over the Detroit Lions.
Lions 3, and we check in with Maria, Tony, and Jason for our AWS Next Gen Stats Studio Update. Maria.
Appreciate it, Mike. Well, we've all watched tragedy turn to triumph as DeMar Hamlin continues his recovery, and ultimately it was a storybook beginning in Orchard Park.
I'm going to have to mute that music.
Chance there. If the Packers lose, Seattle plays the Niners. The model says the Niners would have a
just on
shot.
where is it?
Eagles, by the way, the top
NBC
seed.
Sports.
Our model says their odds of making the Super Bowl as the NFC representative, 34%, a lukewarm favorite, we call it.
Lukewarm, I love it. Okay, the second quarter is coming up, but first, if AWS can do this for the NFL.
Yeah, well, stop there. Yeah, you're welcome, Gist. So they are on a commercial right now. Once they come back, we will get ready for the second quarter. Like I say, Packers are up in this one, 6-3. A lot of game left right now. Both defenses playing pretty well. Now we're back.
Dan Campbell and Dan, the team found out shortly before kickoff that you were eliminated from the playoffs. We have seen some huge defensive plays. How motivated are you guys?
Yeah, we don't want them to go. So that's our motivation. So we're ready. We're trying to play. We're trying to finish this.
He said, we don't want them to go.
On both sides of the ball, special teams, and that's our objective.
Offensively, what do you want to see to get in the end zone?
We just got to be more efficient. You know, third down, we haven't been real good right now. You know, and really that starts with running the ball a little bit better on first and second down. So we'll get in a rhythm. It's just taking a minute. So our defense just continue to play hard here. See if we can get a takeaway.
He said, we just don't want them in
We'll
it.
get our rhythm. It just takes a minute. This type of night, great environment, all this, can't ask for anything better.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay.
I love him.
Listen, thank you. Rodgers throws complete.
Oh, incomplete. He dropped it.
His hand on the ground, but did not catch it. Incomplete. This is from the far side official who had to look into where the ball came down, and he immediately signaled.
Third down.
Incomplete.
Yeah, it was a good call. Definitely bounced off the ground.
That's a tough question to ask me, Gist. I mean, they just beat my Titans, so I'm going to be a little
It
biased.
really is interesting to listen to Dan, isn't it? Like, you could just
Who
sit
did they
and
play in the
talk to him.
postseason?
When he was
I
talking to us,
don't.
he said, "Look,
I
we
think
don't
the
know what's
Jags are
gonna
playing
happen
much
either.
better, and
We're
I
going
think
to the
they're an
playoffs,
improving
but they're
team.
not. That was it. That was the
I would have
message
to
the
see who
team.
they're playing in the
Either we're going
postseason.
or they're not. And
Because
these guys are
they,
playing.
like say, Titans still held them to only one offensive touchdown.
Nobody's converted to third down tonight. 3rd and 4.
Had to see who they play, who they match up with. I think it's the Ravens. If it is the Ravens, and that's a big catch there by the Packers tight end. Carver family in the house, team member. What's up, Carver family? If it's the Ravens and Lamar Jackson ain't playing, yeah, they could beat the Ravens.
They try and throw it in the trash can. That same thing was used there, but Tunyon had to go back.
Oh, I actually think they play the Chargers. I would pick the Chargers in that game.
Sensational catch. Big time play.
Second 50-plus reception season for Tunyon. Last year was short-circuited by an ACL injury, but he's become a key part of this offense. Both backs, Jones
1st and 10 for the Packers, now into Detroit territory. And A.J. Dillon will get a gain of about 5 there. Herbert versus Allen.
It is interesting watching this.
Do the Chargers really play? That ain't.
So young over there. We talked about
that ain't the postseason, right? That ain't the first round, is it?
Came in and really just sort of stole their hearts early on in camp. Was fantastic.
Let me see here. 2022 playoff picture.
James Houston came out of nowhere, 8 sacks in his first 6 games. Kirby Joseph starting at the safety position on the back end. They're young. They want to draft. They want to build through the draft, and they're learning along the way.
It's Bills versus Dolphins, Bengals versus Ravens, Jaguars versus Chargers. Rodgers checks it down to Dillon, and he just dropped a wide open throw.
Dillon didn't bring it in. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can do as a quarterback there. Rodgers backfield directing traffic, didn't even put a lot on it. Yeah.
Chris mentioned James Houston, the rookie out of Jackson State, 6th-round pick. Used in pass rush situations for the Lions. He's at the bottom of your screen on 3rd and 5.
So now 3rd and 5 for the Packers. Can they extend this, or are they going to have to settle? Rodgers in trouble, and he will go down. Hutchinson with the sack, and there is also a flag that's probably going to be holding.
And his 3 picks this year.
Hutchinson has had himself a really good rookie year. That is for sure.
Offense, number 73, 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It's a 10-yard penalty.
Hutchinson's looking over and saying, well, do you want to decline that penalty or push him back to deeper field goal range?
I would have to look at that roster, Gist. I do believe that was the year they went to the postseason. Did they go to the AFC Championship game in that year?
Hutchinson, how excited was he to come over here, play at Lambeau?
That might have been the year where they somehow got to the AFC Championship.
Play on Sunday Night Football. He was just jacked
they
up
were
and
10-6.
So that was 3rd and 5. I thought the 3rd and 5 was at the 24. In any case, it's back here at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a 48-yard.
So a 48-yard field goal attempt for the Packers. Kick is on its way, and that kick is drilled right down the middle. Packers 9, Lions 3. Packers extend their lead. Yeah, Ramsey was like a young player at that time. They drafted Leonard Fournette, was a rookie that year. Doug Marrone was their head coach. Quarterbacks: Blake Bortles, Chad Henne. Running back: Leonard Fournette. Wide receiver: Keelan Cole, Allen Hurst. Yeah, nah. Give me the 2023 Jaguars. I think the 2023 Jaguars are better. They got a better coach, better quarterback. I think they got a better defense. Yeah. Just one game separates them two. Give me the 2023 Jaguars over the 2017 Jags. All right, so now we're back.
54 with 7 ties over the years. Here's Crosby after making his 16th consecutive field goal. Justin Jackson to bring it back.
9-3. Not a whole lot of offense in this game. Defense is playing well, especially in the red zone. See if Goff and the Lions can get going. Having to mute that due to music.
That's why the record's been so lopsided.
2 double wings for the Lions.
This Lions offense tries to get going from the 25. This night with temperature in the 20s, try to run it.
Hand off, nothing there.
1 yard there for Jamal Williams.
Jared Goff just 2 of 7 for 18 yards.
Gonna mute that. All right, now we're back.
More than San Francisco.
Goff hits right there at the sticks.
That's a catch or not at the 34-yard line. For the moment, it's ruled a catch. It would be 3rd and a half yard. And the Lions sending some big personnel.
That was Mitchell on the reception.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like it's coming
that's
out
a
a
catch.
little funny.
Totally.
It's just not sharp. I mean, that's one of those throws should have been easily caught with space to turn around and go pick up the first down.
James Mitchell, the rookie with that catch, his 11th. Lions bringing some big bodies, including Matt Nelson, the extra offensive lineman.
So now 3rd and 1. They're in the I formation. Multiple tight ends. Handoff now. They go for the flea flicker. Fires down the middle and is caught. And he's going to take off. And that is going to be a touchdown. There is a flag. Oh, that is brutal. Wow. Great play call there. Actually wasn't terribly defended, but it was a great pass by Goff.
A long play to the Lions' first-round pick.
Not much doubt about it here. You're going to go right there. Watch this on the tail end of this. As he tried to spin
Oh,
out,
yeah, that's holding.
Good call.
Jaron Reed was the man.
That's rough.
He
Brutal.
got inside of Nelson. So instead of a touchdown to tie the game, everybody in Seattle says darn.
So now 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd and 10.
Goff fires, just checks it down to his back, and he breaks tackles and gets the first down. There was 2 defenders there, and he just split them.
And the former Charger keeps this drive going.
That was a phrase I heard about 1,000 times playing in Cincinnati. Split the defenders. When there's 2 guys there, if you can go right between them, they can neither one get leverage to hit you. Work perfectly.
The first down, it's a give inside, and Jackson will gain 2 yards. It sounds hard to do. You get 2 guys coming and taking an angle at you.
It really is, but it's the soft spot of not getting hit because they can't go into each other.
Right, okay.
And you do. Oftentimes you will split right between them. But I would like to see number 9, Jameson Williams, back on the field again.
Right.
That was something. When he hits the Jets, it really is something. And I think, Mike, what they can do is, with all the zones that Green Bay plays, put them in the game, send them down the middle of the field, clear some middle
2nd and 8.
and I think you'll get some easy
Twins are
throws.
stacked a little tight. Reynolds, jet motion. Goff steps up in the pocket, fires a deep comeback route, and that is caught by Reynolds.
At the 46-yard line of Green Bay. And Goff settling in a little bit here. Gain of 16. First down.
Prime Packers just
this route here. This is run up to Douglas, turn around, and then break in front
no
of his
doubt.
face and
Give me the
catch
prime
ball.
Packers
I think
over the
Douglas
prime
thought that thing was
Seahawks.
coming straight to him. That takes a lot of courage and a lot of practice for your quarterback to make that throw, where basically you're throwing it right at the cornerback.
Reynolds, his former teammate with the Rams. One here with
Handoff. Very aggressive run there by Williams.
You talked about all week getting ready for this game, Chris. You love this Detroit offensive line.
No question about it. And, Mike, they can do just about anything. Watch the power play here where they come down to block this linebacker. If I can make that thing erase, there you go. It's a cold night for the telestrator up here as well. So, but they do. They have outside zones, inside zones, pull schemes, gap schemes. They do everything in their run game.
2nd and 1. Ball across the 40 of Green Bay. Goff in trouble. Goff fumbled as he's sacked. He does get the ball back. But that will bring up 3rd down.
First-round rookie out of Georgia gets his first full sack in the National Football League.
Devontae Wyatt, I was wondering when this was going to start happening for this young man. Getting a chance now with Dean Lowry out to play a lot more. He is an electric guy coming off the line of scrimmage. I can remember watching
his first career sack. Comes at a big moment. Brings up now a 3rd and 6. Ball is at the 42 of Green Bay. 2 down linemen. They send 4. They run a little inside zone, and that is easy. Swift on the carry.
Swift gets him the first down.
Lions went very wide with their front. They had a 4-eye. They had 2 4-eyes and no one in A gap. Yikes.
Nicely done that time on offense.
Yeah, I would have ran dive as well. They ran trap.
The fullback is in front of Williams. Play action, Goff.
Goff just checks it down at the feet.
In the neighborhood of Cabinda, the fullback, so no grounding and 2nd down.
The Lions have been running the football effectively, so the Packers now come back with their 5-man front up there and try and put the ball in the hands of Jared Goff and say, let's see what he can do beating us throwing the ball.
I'm laughing because I was watching Jameson Williams walk back saying, come on, throw me the ball. He got past the safety again. That speed you talked about, he's been in there a few times. Joe Barry on the right's the defensive coordinator. Ben Johnson on the left, the offensive coordinator. Barry used to be the defensive guy.
Handoff and tries to bounce to the outside, and Swift, that was a bad decision to keep going to east and west.
What a story he has been this year.
Nothing there, and now they'll bring up 3rd down.
Darnell Savage outside, but it was Jaron Reed who made the play inside. Watch this move right here. They've got an inside handoff, and there stands number 9.
Which it was nothing he could do.
The 9 side or the 0 side, so he went outside and got savaged.
This is outside of field goal range in all likelihood on this night. It would be
3rd and 14. Sometimes you just got to take your loss of 1. Trip set to the right. Single receiver left. They send 4. Fires, just checks it down to his back. And that's just to get a gain of about 6 or 7, and it will bring up the field goal unit unless the Lions go for it.
The Lions will go for it. They go for it on 4th down as much as anyone in the NFL the last
They may go
2
for this.
years. But instead they'll send
Nope, they're going to kick.
Badgley.
I think it's the right call for a lot of reasons, but the longer the Lions stay in this game, the more the pressure really shifts to the Green Bay Packers here. And they've already won once in that type of game in Detroit. So I think the Lions and Dan Campbell very comfortable here if they can just keep it close to the 4th quarter.
Snap, set, kick is on its way, and that kick is missed. Kick is missed. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers will come back out looking to extend a 6-point lead. All right, so now we're back.
And like some things I used to might miss.
Packers take over. Booting out to the right in trouble, but he does flick it out to Watson in the flat. He's got some room and makes a guy miss and pick up a gain of about 15. Good patience there by Aaron Rodgers. He felt instant pressure. Watson able to leak out to the flats just in time.
I mean, you can almost see that young man just start breathing again. He had the talent. They knew of the talent that he had. But once that confidence started to kick in, and once Aaron started to believe in him, and once he was able to start having conversations, remember he missed most of camp and all the early part, and so he didn't get a lot of the developmental, but man, did he explode late in the year.
Packers are going to call a timeout.
Whistle here, and the Packers take a timeout as the play clock is running down. 5.5 to go, and down to the field. Here's Melissa.
Mike, I talked to Christian Watson about how his relationship with Aaron Rodgers has evolved. Watson said it was difficult at first, trying not to let Rodgers down. But now he doesn't just think, oh, I'm playing with Aaron Rodgers. He thinks of him as a teammate. And Watson even went as far to say, I know he had a special connection with now Raider wide receiver Devontae Adams. And he said, I think that connection is possible with me. I do everything I can to get open for him.
Chris, you talked about what Melissa was talking about, the relationship with Rodgers. And sometimes when you have success on the field, it makes that relationship go right away. And he did.
Yeah, but I can remember playing with Kenny Anderson. And
so 1st and 10, Twins to the left, double tight ends on the line of scrimmage to the right.
When you're trying to develop that.
Take the little jet, now inside zone handoff and nothing there.
Into the waiting arms of the Lions defense, and Benito Jones again. Second down coming up. Here's the first play of the season.
Yeah, it is, Spencer. It's a very slow game and a lot of defense. Rodgers just checks it down to his tight end. Not a whole lot of explosive plays. I feel like we've had one explosive play on the flea flicker for a touchdown for the Lions, but it was called back due to a holding.
In the playoffs, Lions win or a tie, and Seattle will be playing San Francisco on Wild Card Weekend.
Well, that was a big missed field goal, wasn't it?
Oh,
I mean, because the Lions were getting some momentum going. They finally had a drive and a little confidence going. You go, all right, it's going to be a 3-point game, and now you're turning it back over to Rodgers with a chance here before the half to stretch it out.
See Zach Tom, number 50 at right tackle. He's in for Josh Nijman. Aiden Hutchinson got past Nijman a couple of times in this first half. Whistle on 3rd and 5. Play clock ran out.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It's a couple of times here on this drive. LaFleur had to take one to avoid a delay of game a few plays ago.
Well, I tell you, got into Zach Tom a minute ago, number 50.
It's cold in Green Bay. Maybe that's it.
And he has just been something.
Yeah, I mean, it's always. It seems like it's always cold in Green Bay, you know, especially this time of year. Yeah, maybe, but kind of tough. I definitely think it has affected Goff in some way. Empty formation for the Packers in 3rd and 10. Quick slant to the tight end. That just gets a gain of 5. Is there a chance that they go for this? I don't know if I like calling a slant to your tight end.
Rodgers kind of looking over to LaFleur. They've already gone for their own side of midfield this half.
They're going for it.
Even jumping off sides doesn't get it done this time. Still don't want to jump off sides with Aaron Rodgers.
4th and 6, they'll take a look at it.
They may just try to jump him off sides. Oh, he got him. Free play, takes the shot down the field. And that's incomplete. That could have been pass interference there.
4th and 1. That's James Houston
Got him to jump off sides.
Defense number 95. 5-yard penalty.
What a play. They were not going to snap that ball until he jumped off sides.
I bet you there are even a few people on the couch that jumped. I mean, how many people has he got? You literally cringe. And you know Dan Campbell is
4th and 1 now.
And so, look,
now the Packers will go for this one.
All week. They've been talking about it.
4th and 1, 72% run, 63% pass on chance of converting.
On 4th and 1.
Oh, Dillon gets through for the first down. Thought that closed up pretty quick in favor of Detroit, but
we talk about a lot of people.
I feel like they won a gap right here from their 3 technique with no, that was from their 1 technique.
So much of what they do,
but tackle was able to close it up, and Dillon able to beat the overhang across the line of scrimmage. 46 rushing yards for the Packers, just 23 for the Lions. 124 for the Packers total yards, Lions with 80. And so that will get us to the 2-minute warning. Packers 9, Lions 3. So commercial break, and then we'll come back for the rest of the 2 minutes of this first half, guys. We got 16 people in the house. If you would, hit those thumbs up. We only have 6 thumbs up. Let's at least get up and over 10 before halftime. All right, so we're back for the last 2 minutes of this first half.
And DeMar, if you're still watching football, we're all thinking and praying for you back there in the tremendous city of Cincinnati, who really opened up their hearts to him so much, and they turned the town blue for the Buffalo Bills. And oh my gosh, we were all just heartsick all week long.
2-back set for the Packers. A.J. Dillon will now orbit motion to the right, and they go inside zone to the left. And that's a gain of about 6.
The Lions get the ball to start the second half. So that penalty and the Packers keeping the ball here is going to keep Detroit from getting it at the end of the half.
Aaron Rodgers, 95 yards passing. I'm a little worried about that. Would like to see him get up and over 100. I need him to pass for over 200 today.
Now they're back in the huddle. They know exactly what the timeout situation is, when they have to press
Empty
it.
set now for Rodgers.
Back to the Lions. It's just the difference. Sometimes a better.
What's up, Arku? Quick throw to Aaron Jones, and Jones fumbled. And it's the Lions. That ball almost went out of bounds, but it stayed in bounds, and Detroit will take back over. Arku says can't even have momentum going into the playoffs. Yeah. Dallas did not look good today, Arku. They really haven't looked good for a minute now. They just kind of sleepwalk through games, man. So, a turnover, as that was a positive play going there, but Aaron Jones fumbled. And it is now going to be the Lions' ball with 1:16 left to play in the first half. I believe in Malcolm. Miracles. I believe in miracles. Just says fumble, yes indeed. Yeah, like say Packers have just been just very inconsistent, man. Just sleepwalking through games. So it's tough to tell. Spencer says, nap time. This game is not really doing it for Spencer tonight, and I understand. Alright, so now we're back.
Lions ball as we look at it in replay, Chris.
Yeah, watch the play right here by Aleem McNeil. He knows that Robert Tonyan is trying to touch that ball while he has a foot out of bounds. A, he's never touched it. B, he didn't have anything out of bounds.
That was a close call.
So it would have been fine, but you're talking about a guy that understands the rules. Had Tonyan got his foot out of bounds and touched the ball, that ball would have been out of bounds. Green Bay Packers ball.
There's the number on Jones. And Terry McCauley reminds us in the studio that even though Tonyan was out of bounds, he had a body part.
So Lions take over at their own 15 with 1:16 left to play in the first half.
In that situation. Lions have all three timeouts.
Goff fires, checks down the hitch, and that's completed for a gain of 5. Maybe about 4.5.
And they'll try to push the issue here and see if they can get on the board before the break.
Lions have nothing to lose here, right? Right. And I think you'll see a more aggressive style out of them throughout the game.
Great point.
Quick out route, that almost was intercepted, but a great play.
Your comment incomplete.
Yeah, I hear you, Darnell.
Who was that? Savage on the defense. Great job here.
That was some play. And
getting his right hand in there and just batting that ball away.
Here's a guy that got benched, and then he got hurt. He lost his safety job. He lost his slot corner job. But he earned his way back through special teams, and he has made some big plays here tonight.
And he's a first-round pick as well.
3rd and 5. Sending the blitz, throws the out route this time, and St. Brown's got it for the first down. And the Lions will keep going here late in the half. Lions do get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and this is the interesting part. Can they get great slot play out of Darnell Savage? Now, he did play a bit of this in college, so he's comfortable doing it. But you've got your #1 receiver in Amon-Ra St. Brown with over 100 catches now on the season. So that matchup is one to continue to watch tonight.
Swift, the back.
Goff checks it out for a running back screen, and he'll get out of bounds at the 30.
He goes out of bounds on the sideline. 41 seconds left. Lions still have all 3 timeouts.
It's interesting to watch Frank Ragnow, the center, out in front of that play, captain of the team, and a guy who may well be headed to surgery after this season, but basically he's just sucked it up the entire year, played on a bad foot, Liz Frank a year ago, but refuses to come out, and he is a dynamic leader in this football team.
2nd and 7 with 41 seconds left to go in the half. Goff, quick throw, slant, caught, down to the 40. Lions will take a quick timeout. Khalif Raymond. So far, Jared Goff, 10 of 17 for 85 yards. It's just been kind of abysmal offense. He's just 10 of 17 for 85 yards. Aaron Rodgers, 9 of 12 for 103. No touchdowns or picks. Jamal Williams rushing for Detroit, 4 for 15. Aaron Jones, 6 of 22. A.J. Dillon, 6 of 18. Leading receiver, Khalif Raymond, 3 for 23 for the Lions. For the Packers, Christian Watson, 3 for 55. Quick flat route thrown for a gain of 5 to Swift, and they will take the quick timeout once again.
A lot of different things happening now defensively here. They're going to fake a blitz here and then back out and then end up blitzing on the other side with Quay Walker. They would rather have Quay Walker be the guy that is blitzing, but they'll flash something on the other side with Devondre Campbell. Just a lot of very interesting things. I mean, Joe Barry's defense, I don't think has gotten enough credit really for what they've done this season. This has not been the type of year that we're used to seeing out of Aaron Rodgers and the offensive side of the ball. And yet it's been this defense, especially over those last 4 games, with all those turnovers, really turning the season around.
Empty formation. Packers send 5. Goff gets rid of it quick to his back to Swift, and he makes a guy miss, and he's all the way across the 40 of Green Bay.
With 21 seconds left, and the clock continues to turn. And 12 seconds trying to maintain that last
10 seconds, got to get something quick. Goff fires middle of the field, incomplete. Now there's only 5 seconds. I think they probably should have took the timeout.
Have to hit the pass.
There's a long list over the last couple of years of not the best time management for the Lions.
Say this could be one of those plays where you just throw it 5 yards down the field, get down, burn the timeout.
And now Green Bay will take the timeout.
Strategy.
Green Bay.
Each team with 1 timeout left and only 5 seconds to go. We started talking about it a moment ago. The Seattle folks were disappointed that these games were not simultaneous, but I don't know what you think, but I don't think we're seeing Detroit give any less if they were alive or now that they know they're eliminated.
I'm not sure what would mean more to them. Well, that's a stupid comment, but Clearly, they'd like to go to the playoffs, but they would love to knock the Green Bay Packers out and would love to have a winning record this season. As a matter of fact, Dan Campbell told the guys, don't even pay attention to the game.
Well, you heard what he said to Melissa at the end of the quarter, right?
Right.
And what if we got an emotion out of somebody? Look, I feel like you guys are looking in on us here. Got 5 seconds left. Goff, the
Quick throw. Raymond gets down. They call a timeout. That was well executed there, so the Lions will be able to kick a field goal.
47-yard attempt here.
Yeah, it's a good job. They also had sort of the tight end out there as almost a lead blocker to sort of a running pick so they could run it right in behind him but still have time to get down.
So the miss was from 46 earlier. This is going to be 48 officially as St. Brown was marked down to the 30-yard line. Michael Badgley signed him week 7, third kicker for the Lions this year. The guy who likes to go by the nickname of the Money Badger. Let's see.
What is that?
Oh, and there's a punch by the Packers. What's up, Cowboys? Luke in the house says hi. What's up?
Douglas come in and basically grab the football.
I don't know what happened here.
Then Douglas came to mess with the ball.
Right in here.
The whistles were going at this time as the official was coming in.
But Douglas throws a punch or something.
I don't know, but it's certainly Douglas. There were whistles blowing when Douglas came in to touch the ball. Flag came after all of that.
Personal foul. Defense, number 29.
And that's going to give them 15 yards. Going to make this one easy.
First down.
Every week I say
terrible
I've never seen that before,
by Douglas.
and I get to do it again.
What's up, Luke?
Seen that before. I have no idea what happened right there. He looked over at the sideline. He looked over at the sideline and then walked in and did that.
Yeah. But that's not where the flag came. The flag comes after this in the pushing amongst the players.
I think that Douglas, after he got pushed, see if he stayed on that and turned around and pushed into the face mask, so he gets a little shove from Skipper there. Now, as he turned around.
So LaFleur had called the timeout. Anyway,
Snap, set, kick is on its way, and that kick is good. Maybe he shouldn't have gave him an easy one there. So that's going to get us to halftime, guys. I will take a quick break, and I will be back for the second half. All right, guys, I'm back for the second half of football. So they're coming back from halftime now.
Nobody was picking Seattle to go to the playoffs.
9-8, dramatic finish. Game to overtime to beat the Rams in Seattle.
Fielded at the 5. Lions will get out to about the 25. What's up, Luke? What's up, buddy?
We're in a brawl right now, a street fight. Whoever wants it more is going to win the game. And we got to go out there, play smart, play discipline, and ultimately got to execute.
No touchdowns yet for you tonight. What's it going to take to get in the end zone?
Well, when we got to do a better job blocking movement when we get down there. We had a couple miscues, and then you got to capitalize. We can't have drops. Obviously, we had a turnover right there before or in that 2-minute drive. And,
so 1st and 10 for the Lions, who only have 2 field goals on the night. They got to get the ball down the field. They've tried to throw a deep dig, and that's incomplete.
As it was intended for DJ Chark, the wide receiver.
You know, Mike, if the Green Bay Packers do not make the playoffs, they may well look back to what they did in plus territory in the red zone against this Detroit Lions team in 2 games as the reason, right? Clearly, in the first game, that was the difference, and so far in the first half of this game, it's been the difference as well.
Goff in the pocket, double clutches, flushed out to the right. He will take off and run, and now slide about 4 yards shy of the first down.
I mean, this is just crazy to watch the protection of this offensive line. And as I watch this team getting ready for the game, there are times that you just found yourself sort of giggling And I still think there's an opportunity if they bring in a Jamison Williams and just run him down the middle of the field and stand back in that pocket a little bit longer, you're going to find some big holes in those zones.
Williams, the rookie wide receiver, playing his 6th game, not on the field here. It's 3rd and 5.
Goff fires, and it's low and incomplete, but he wasn't even going to get the first. They're actually going to say he caught it, but he is still short of the first down.
I thought it was incomplete on live look. Let's take another look at it.
I tell you, Jared's low throws, though, in these key situations are really hurting them.
They are. He has not been sharp on this.
I mean, that's a catch and run. That is a throw it beneath the sticks.
That's a heck of a catch, but
it
still,
really doesn't matter at that point.
They have to punt.
Catch. He brought it in, got that hand underneath. So it's 4th and 2.
Punt is away. Packers lead this game 9-6. Fielded at the 15. He's got a little bit of room. Closed up pretty quick to the 25. That gets us to another commercial break. Rodgers will come back out for his first drive in the second half coming up next. I need Rodgers to kind of get going. I've got the Packers to win and Rodgers to throw for over 200 yards. So I need Rodgers to get the throwing. He's at 103 at the current moment. What's up, Tyler? Appreciate you joining. Hope you're doing well. All right, now we're back.
Fired up to come to Lambeau. He was fired up for Sunday Night Football, and he has been firing on Aaron Rodgers.
He's always fired up. Let's see which end side he'll go to here. Over by Bakhtiari. The defense is right, the offense is left. Drive start from the 25 to the pack.
Play action, boot to the right. Rodgers still looking, and he will just take off and run, and he gets out of bounds after a gain about 6, maybe 7. He says 5. Come on now, it's at least 6.
They've been doing a lot of the bootleg off of that outside zone, but not quite as much of the outside
they gave him
zone
6.
running game as I thought we might see. So this is really the second game in a row in which we've seen the run-stopping ability of the Lions be enough of a factor that the Packers haven't been able to dominate.
2nd and 4. Lazard now motions to a sniffer. They run a little ISO play, and Jones breaks a tackle And breaks another tackle almost, but gets to the 50. Make it about the 48. And a big first down, and Aaron Jones, that's his best run of the night. Longest 17.
Focus in on Zach Tom a little bit. This down block right here, and this is an athletic guy. You can see it, and you go, okay, big deal. What did he do? Well, he kept his feet moving, and he kept his feet in position to maintain that block and to give Aaron Jones just enough room. And Aaron Jones is a finisher.
Little split zone action here, but Jones caught behind the line of scrimmage. I think he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of penetration there.
That time, Zach Tom could not catch Aleem McNeil as all that started going to Tom's left right here. Just couldn't catch up.
Fans getting a little frustrated, trying to urge their team on. They know this is the last game at Lambeau, no matter what happens. They're chanting, "Go, Pack, go." This is Green Bay. These people know football. There are a bunch of other people going, "Shh, quiet, keep it down."
Maybe it was the Lions fans chanting it.
There are some here. Over on that opposite
2nd and 10. Rodgers in the pocket, fires, and he hits Lazard. That's going to be good for a gain of about 16 or so.
We've pretty much seen this all year, haven't we? That anytime that Aaron Rodgers gets a little frustrated, he just needs a little 13-18 in his life.
Two places.
Yeah, just a little 13-18 in his life, and eventually one of those two guys will get him settled down, and then he'll go find one of the rookies again, and Dobbs or Watson or one of those guys.
Rodgers did take a pretty good hit there at the end of that play.
Comfort there is Devontae Adams.
Rodgers now 10 of 13 for 118. Watson in motion to the left, and just a little toss to the left, and that's good for about 4.
And Aaron Glenn's right over there, pushing his defensive end along with Mike Hughes on the tackle.
It's a really nice play by Hutchinson. Sometimes you have to go inside to get back outside. He had to do a little arm over to the inside of that block and still had the athleticism to turn and run him down. You saw it. He didn't turn and directly try to chase him. He retreated and knew that he was going to have to cut him off. It's exactly what he did.
2nd and 7. Empty formation for Rodgers. See if he motions Jones back in. He does not. Rodgers loads up, takes a shot down the field, and that one's almost intercepted. If he just puts more air on that ball, it is a touchdown. But instead, this one comes out a little flat, and the safety's almost able to undercut it for a pick.
That rookie is having a day and a night.
Yeah, that's a bad underthrown ball.
Rodgers has to be frustrated. I think when he let that one go,
Aaron Jones
he thought he had
just on a little rail route here.
Just
2-by-2 set, 3rd and 7. Is someone ever going to score a touchdown in this game? Rodgers looks quick, slant, and he dropped it. A little low, and the Packers going to have to settle for a field goal.
See what Matt LaFleur is going to do. They're going to try the field goal. So one more time, a drive.
I don't really ask for that girl, Hannah. I mean, appreciate you popping in the stream and stuff. We shout out our members almost pretty well every stream, and then our Hall of Fame members ends up being in the chat. They get shouted out in the chat like every 15 minutes. But you know, if you hang out with us, if you pop in streams and do all those things, I'll always pretty well shout you out if you're involving yourself in the community. And he just hit the crossbar, and it bounced out, and that kick is no good. But hey, Cowboys Luke, don't come in here and self-promote, buddy. It's not what we do. We come in here, we hang out. That gets us to a commercial break as the Packers missed that field goal there. yeah, I mean, I don't really sit here and tell people to donate and stuff like that. But I will say this, that girl Hannah, you don't want to go into like people's live streams and ask, hey, can I get a shout out? Can I get a shout out? It's not the way to grow. I'm just telling you, I've been doing this thing for a little bit now. If you want to kind of like grow, you got to kind of involve yourself in community and just be a part of it, and go into people and invest into their channel. And don't walk right in saying, hey, can you shout me out? Just get to know people, and then you can tell them, yeah, I have a YouTube, and then just create relationships that way. Because then, if you create relationships with creators, and you got a good relationship, that's when they shout you out. Okay, that's when they shout you out. So. You're a young creator. You're enjoying YouTube. Just enjoy YouTube. I just pulled your channel up. Looks like you're making a lot of YouTube shorts. That's awesome. Same thing for you, Cowboys Luke. Put up your channel. Both of y'all making some shorts. Just have fun. I will say this. That girl, Hannah, focus on making really good titles. Try to type in titles that people will type in and look up. Big shout out to Cowboys Luke for subscribing to the Coach Plays. Appreciate you very much, Cowboys Luke. Handoff Williams. Williams gets a crease, and he'll pick up a gain of 12.
We told you about all the different runs. Well, here comes a little bit of the double team now, and then the bounce out around the double team. So they can play power football inside, they can play zone football outside. But right now,
Cowboys Luke has just subscribed to the Coach Plays. Shake up, Mike! Big shout out to you, Cowboys Luke. Appreciate you very much. Next commercial break, Cowboys Luke, we'll look at your channel. Offset fullback, play action, now boot to the left. Goff sets up, and he's going to load up and throw one deep down the field. And Raymond down to the 1 yard line, and the Lions are in business. And the Lions are the ones who have had the big plays tonight, not the Packers. And now the Lions are on the doorstep of taking the lead. That is not easy. Booting left, throwing all the way back right, but he hits Khalif Raymond, the former Titan.
Watch a little nod to the outside, just enough to get him to lean, flip his hips around, and that was all.
So close to being.
So now at the 1, counter action to Williams, and he will walk in the end zone. And if you had Williams as the first touchdown, you just hit.
And he ties Barry Sanders.
And now the Lions have taken the lead. And this Packers offense has played around enough tonight. They're going to have to get going unless they want to screw up their chances at a postseason bid.
And that's a look you do not want to see if you're Rasul Douglas. Right at you. You'll get the feel of what Douglas saw, and he said no thanks.
Sweet floor Williams upon his return to Lambeau, second year.
Extra point field goal is up, and it's good, and the Lions take the lead 13-9. They have a 4-point lead. It's Khalif. You keep saying Khalif. Brutal. Yeah, they gotta. Packers gonna have to stop playing around now. All right, so while we're just sitting here waiting on a commercial break, Cowboys Luke subscribe to the Coach Plays, so we want to bring him up. This is Cowboys Luke's channel. He's got 14 subscribers. You can tell he's a Cowboys fan. as he follows the Cowboys. Law Nation Sports, that's a big Cowboys YouTuber. And it looks like you're doing some shorts. Just like the simple banner up there. Pretty cool. Why Luca is the... Alright, Des Bryant. You've got some decent views. I mean, my shorts honestly suck. Get right here. Let's go Cowboys. Yeah, just start posting more shorts. I would try to work on your titles a little bit. But pretty cool channel. What's up, Luke Edits? Luke Edits in the house. Appreciate you joining the stream. As we are on a commercial break right now. Lions have just taken the lead. Lions will kick it off. Packers field it at the 5, trying to now bounce it. Nothing there, and he'll only get to the 16. This Packers offense got to get going now. Got it muted right now due to some copyright music. Boy, Packers got on the 1-yard line early in this game. I forgot about that. That is the big thing right now. This Lions defense having great success against the run. Rodgers going to have to do it for him.
8 minutes left here in the third, Chris. The Packers have not scored a touchdown. We just had the game's first touchdown. And now they got to pull something together here. Must win to go to the play.
Tight end will now motion into the backfield with the back. They can run a play action fake, actually. Rodgers in trouble and just throws it down to the dirt.
Coming after Aaron.
I tell you, Aleem McNeil is no joke inside. I watched a highlight reel of him. He has a way of laying a little wiggle on these guards sometimes, and I think he's so big you don't expect him to have that kind of quickness inside, but you can see him running down Aaron Rodgers on that one. And right now it's the Green Bay Packers who need something out of the future Hall of Famer and Aaron Rodgers. Sometimes your great players just have to make great plays.
2nd and 10. Big 7-step drop. Now throws the drag. Lazard. Boy, I couldn't even get that out of my mouth. Gain of about 7. He'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Well, it wasn't perfect, but Hutchinson this time out there working against Zach Tom, and Tom got just enough for Aaron to step up and around, and you could see how close Hutchinson came to knocking that ball out.
Packers 3rd down tonight. Not very good. They go quick here on 3rd and 3, and Rodgers throws for Lazard. Hangs on for the first down at the 29-yard line in front of Mike Hughes.
They got up to the line of scrimmage and went fast, and you could see the
so first down there for the Packers.
Linebackers still crisscrossing and across the formation, and just enough for Lazard to be able to sneak in and pick up that first down.
Lazard's 3rd catch on the night. 3 Packers with 3 catches. 3 straight years.
Come out with a 2 tight end set. In a tight end wing formation to the right, twins left. Rogers just checks it out to the flat. It's good for a gain of about 5.
Second year out of Arkansas. Last second year, a lot of rookie players, young, rebuilding Lions defense.
One of the problems when you have a guy like Hutchinson who gets hot is you have to leave extra blockers in there to get him. And you go, big deal, that doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, because instead of getting 4 guys out in the route, instead of getting 5 out, you get 4 out. So it just takes away a receiver when a pass rusher gets hot the way that Hutchinson.
2nd and 6 now, I formation. Lazard motions in. They try to go with a toss crack pitch, and he's got close to the first down.
Thrown down by Derek Barnes, the second-year linebacker out of Purdue. Check the mark very close.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. Ooh, no, then he moved it back. Oh, my gosh. Terrible.
On the 40-yard line, then moved it back inside the 40 to set up 3rd down.
We talked about Lazard, the receiver, but sometimes it takes a special wide receiver to go inside and block somebody like Aiden Hutchinson, and he got the job done on that.
Luke Edits has just subscribed to the Coach Plays Shake and Bake. Big shout out to you, Luke Edits. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the fam. That should get us to a number change. And it just did, as we're now at 6,490, closing in on 6,500, trying to grind to 7K. Appreciate you very much, buddy.
In the middle. First down at the 41.
Yeah, it really meant a lot to him in our conversation that he goes out a winner in a meaningful game against his football team. And he knew what they had to do 4 weeks ago to have this game be meaningful. And he's taking it personally. You can tell he's taking this team on his back right now.
1st and 10. Tight end will now motion to fullback. Rogers going to take a shot deep down the field and caught! Christian Watson, there is a flag. That's going to be defensive pass interference. It won't matter, as he came up with that catch. A hell of a catch by Christian Watson. This is the same kid as a rookie who dropped a wide open deep pass on the first play of the year, and he just hauls this one in one-handed.
That penalty is declined.
I think it's a catch. It's close, but it doesn't matter, as regardless it will be a defensive pass interference, but I think he caught that one.
With his other arm basically being pinned against the defensive back.
Wow.
Tackling him.
Hell of a job.
Crazy.
I'm just telling you, sometimes these guys do things that I just shake my head.
Yeah, that's a catch.
We didn't do that many moons ago.
100-yard gain for Watson.
Now 4 catches for 100 yards on the night for Watson. Handed off Jones, and he will get 2. Rogers now up to 180. That's what I want to see. But regardless, the Packers have to find a way to get it in the end zone.
It was interesting. We were talking to Dan Campbell about their focus on stopping the running game. He said, look, if Aaron Jones gets going and opens up the candy shop for Aaron Rodgers, we're dead, right? There's no way. And so basically all we have to do is stop the run and then hope we make plays against him in the passing game.
Play action. Rogers now throws to the end zone, and that is a touchdown, Packers, and they are now back on top. And it just looked like they stopped playing around on that drive, got a little bit more aggressive, and then look at what happens. A 9-play, 83-yard touchdown drive taking off 4:48 of the clock. And that's a really, you got to give props to the offensive line, because that was a developing route concept with their mesh. Took a lot of time to get across, but they held that ground for Aaron Rodgers to sit and wait. Extra point is good. 16-13. The Packers have regained their 3-point lead. So we'll look at this box score now since we're on a commercial break. Jared Goff, 15 of 24 for 160. Sacked one time. He's got a quarterback rating of 81. Aaron Rodgers, 15 of 21 for 193. One touchdown. Been sacked twice for 17 yards. Got a 115.8 quarterback rating. Jamal Williams, running hard, but just not a lot there, and he's only had 6 carries. 6 for 29, 4.8 average, 1 touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 3 for 8. Aaron Jones, 11 for 48, a 4.4 average. A.J. Dillon, just 6 of 18. I'm glad I did not take that A.J. Dillon bet. Detroit receiving Khalif Raymond, 4 catches for 66 yards. DeAndre Swift, 4 catches for 34. Christian Watson now 4 catches for 100. Almost took him on the over. That would have hit. Alan Lazard, 4 catches for 41. I think his over and under was like somewhere around the 50 range, so he has not hit over. But Alan Lazard did hit that touchdown pass, though. Leading tacklers for both teams, Mike Hughes, 7 total tackles, 5 solos. 1 tackle for a loss by Alex Anzalone. Do we have any sacks? Aiden Hutchinson has a pair of sacks on the night with 2. For the Packers, it's Darnell Savage, their corner. 7 total tackles, 6 solos, 1 tackle for a loss. Devontae Wyatt has 1 sack on the night. That's where we're at.
First, I want to take you back to April 23rd, 2005. Jared Goff was 10 years old. He's growing up in Northern California. He's a 49ers fan. He's a Cal Bear fan, too, because both of his parents were Berkeley alums. And the quarterback at the time is Aaron Rodgers and Cal. So Jared's playing a Little League game that day. The Niners have the first pick. He plays the game, expects to come off the field and say, my favorite team, the Niners, drafted the college quarterback of my parents' alma mater. Well, we know that Alex Smith was taken first. Jared was freshman. He's become friends with both Smith and Rodgers since. He wants to beat Aaron and knock him out of the playoffs.
He put that gracefully, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I cleaned it up.
And off Jamal Williams, and he squirts through for a gain of about 5.
Interesting time for Goff, isn't it?
It really is. And I think that, you know, he's had so many ups. You know, he gets drafted. He's the first overall pick, and things go so well. They go to the Super Bowl very quickly. And then all of a sudden it went the other way, and he was traded. He was actually in Cabo when he got the word, believe it or not, that Stafford and he had been traded. He comes here. They have a terrible year. Now he's on the upswing, and I think they're going to keep him.
Goff in the pocket now fires, and that one's out of the hands, incomplete, intended for Williams, and he should have got it.
That'll bring up a third down for Detroit.
Yeah, you got to make that catch right there. That was a great throw. See him on the outside there. Jameson Williams, not a lot of time on task. Missed so much at camp. Just couldn't come up with it.
Thank you. It was Williams, not Reynolds there. It's 3rd and 5 coming up. Packers bring
Goff in trouble, fired, and just dirted it. Goff has not been comfortable tonight, that is for sure.
It's a quick 3 and out for Detroit.
Now that time they brought both inside linebackers.
Now the Packers will force the Lions to punt.
Come here, and then they dropped out the edge player on the outside. So still a 5-man rush. Pretty well blocked on the inside, but Walker got there just close enough to force his punt.
As usual, high average Jack Fox in kicking. This one's shorter, it's 43 yards.
Field at about the 21. And he fumbled it, but his teammate is right there to get the ball. Boy, Mixon got popped, and he fumbled that one. That was about to be another costly turnover for the Packers. He just,
holy smokes.
yeah, walloped right there.
Was he down? I couldn't tell, but that is some play by Ballantyne. And Mike, you remember when I was telling you we were watching the tape,
Yikes.
the first game between these two, and it
Tough
seemed like
play.
the ball bounced up in the air like so many times when they were playing the Lions, and the Lions got all of them.
Yes.
In this game so far, that was maybe the play of the game, and that finally went the Green Bay Packers' way.
Officials are holding up the Packers in the reset of the play clock for a second. Trying to get the ball spotted. Meantime, you see Rasul Douglas go over to Keyshawn Nixon. And they're just finding the right
After
spot.
discussion, the receiver's knee was down at the 26-yard line. It's first down.
We should point out Keyshawn Nixon was not the main kick returner. He has become that and given this team a lift. A long kickoff return in Miami, a touchdown return last week. He had been covering kicks and blocking for kicks. Has become a huge factor. He's very popular on this team. And in fact, Aaron Rodgers said it's been a huge difference in this run to the playoffs. Toss to Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones with a nice little cut there, gain of 6.
1-yard line. And the flag comes in for the horse collar.
Holding.
No.
Offense.
That's going to come back.
69. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's about a 25-yard difference from where I thought it was going to be. There's Bakhtiari right out on the outside, 69. Well, you can see the tug as he tried to go back the other way.
Yep, that's good because that's on the number. It's not on the nameplate or inside. So that works
What's
out
up,
okay.
Luke? Luke has popped in the chat, said hi, guys. We've had a couple Lukes. As you can see, Cowboys Luke is up on the chat as well. Appreciate you popping in, Luke.
Now's when the Detroit Lions
Let us know who you're rooting for in this game. Let us know where you're watching from.
They have Amani Oruwari.
You like my beard? Yeah. It's a pretty solid beard. Worked on it, you know. I like it, too. Appreciate you. Coming in with compliments. I love it. Rodgers taking a shot deep down the field. That's picked off, and that is a terrible throw by Aaron Rodgers, and it just keeps the Lions right back in this game. That is a deep throw. There is a flag. We'll have to see what this is.
And this might come back.
He just let that one hang up. Man, he threw it way too late. From Utah. That's awesome, Luke. I live just outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
Long discussion.
You rooting for anybody in this game, Luke?
I didn't see Rodgers get hit after the play.
Heck, there's an argument between the two refs.
The interception.
Packers, okay.
Lip reading with the umpire and the referee conversation.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense.
Oh, it's coming back.
5-yard penalty and automatic first down.
Wow.
So that was picked off, but illegal use of hands by Kaminsky, the defensive lineman for the Lions.
And right there is the hand of the
Yeah, he got him.
right there.
I mean, he's got it in the air hole.
Wow, what an experience.
That is a great break
Did it wipe out the interception? It wiped out
for the Detroit Lions,
Exactly.
or for the Green Bay Packers. What is your favorite team? The Tennessee Titans. Like I say, I'm just 20 minutes outside of Nashville, so Titans are my team, and it wasn't a good year for us. 16-13, Packers holding on to a 3-point lead. Got away with one right there. They handed off for a little split zone action. A.J. Dillon carrying some bodies for a gain of 8 to 9. As always, guys, as you pop in the chat, hit the thumbs up. That helps out the video. And if you're new to the Coach Place and you like what you see, hit that red button. Join the team. Join the fam as we are growing and we're getting closer and closer to 7K.
He is a stud.
King Henry indeed, Luke. Absolutely. Love me some King Henry. Twins to the left. Two tight ends set to the right. They go with an inside zone. Dylan will fall forward and gain the first down. Like I say, Detroit Lions have been well in this game as far as their run defense.
And it's good patience here by
As we're getting close to the end of the third quarter.
Really, no matter what Matt LaFleur may call from the sideline, there are 2 or 3 options that Aaron Rodgers can go to. So if he wants to throw it every down, he can throw it every down. But so far, Aaron Rodgers is being patient, and when he starts drives by running the football, it sets up opportunities in the pass game.
And they get it off just in time. Dylan, a little sidestep to the left, gets a gain of about 5, and that is going to get us down to the end of the third quarter. Packers holding on to a 3-point lead. Threw an interception on this drive, but luckily got called back due to a illegal use of hands by the defense. Packers trying to hold on and find a way to the postseason. Jamal Williams, he runs hard, Luke. Jamal Williams can run hard, that's for sure. Not as hard as the King, that's for sure. King Henry will definitely run hard. But I tell you, Jamal Williams is a very violent runner. He really is. He runs hard as well. So I like watching me some Jamal Williams. You watch basketball? Yes, I do, Luke. I think this is the week we're going to start streaming some basketball games. We've been heavy, of course, into the NFL, but I think we're going to get into streaming the NBA starting this week. All right, so we're back.
These guys were able to stay healthy and continue to play. But you can
I appreciate that. We'll get Dudley up here and let you see him. But my favorite team would be Memphis, probably. Come on, Dudley. He wants to see you. Luke wants to see you. Come on. Here we go. There's little Dudley. You want to say hi? Yeah.
Speaking of that big arm, the perfect throw.
That was the old wrist flipper.
Yeah,
there.
this is
Was
Dudley.
that perfect or what?
He's a little bit past 1. And his older sister is a little bit past 2. Her name is Dolly. You'll see her from time to time as well. 3rd and 6 for the Packers. Trip set to the right, snugged on the backside. But yeah, favorite basketball team would be Memphis Grizzlies. Also got a soft spot for the Celtics. But yeah, it's now Memphis Grizzlies. Rodgers in trouble, running, and will go down after a gain of 2. And the Packers are going to have to punt. Packers, every chance they have to extend this game and take the lead, or, extend their lead, they have failed.
That was some effort, though. I couldn't see who it was. The hustle back.
Man, we need Aaron Rodgers to go ahead and get over 200 yards passing.
Yes, that was James Houston, I think.
Stop playing around with it.
Down from behind. It has been some story, that young man. 8 sacks and didn't even get to play until late in the season. 8 sacks in 6 games.
4th and 4.
Kick is on its way. Bounces at the 25, and it just dies at the 25.
That's where the Lions will take over, trying to tie the game or take the lead with a score, which would be good for the people of Seattle. Packers win, they're the 7. Lions win, or we end up in a tie, and the Seahawks advance the playoffs, and the Packers are eliminated. The 7 playing in Santa Clara against the 49ers, some super wild card weekend. The weekend starts on Saturday with 2 games, 3 games on Sunday. We'll be with you Sunday night, and then a game on Monday night. And we'll wait for the lineup and all the stuff that comes with it, the times and networks.
Still Inya in the house, team member. What's up, Still Inya? Appreciate you for joining. Hope you and your family had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. Goff fires for the quick slant, and that is complete for St. Brown.
15 yards, right around the 40-yard line.
This is what St. Brown is just so good at doing. He has those little internal kind of moves right at the top of his route. Sort of like a Cooper Kupp kind of guy. Watch him right here at the top of the route. A couple little shimmies there and able to shake away that time from Adrian Amos.
Ball is now at the 39 for Detroit. And Williams with a nice little room here for a gain of about 10. And another first down.
And this is where the whole Dan Campbell mentality starts to kick in, right? Just there's nothing to play for. The Packers have everything to play for. And yet watch this offensive line come off the ball.
You would have to hit join membership. It should be like right under my screen. It should have a button that says join. That's a paid membership. There's different tiers. One's like $1 a month. I mean, the highest Hall of Fame member is up to $15 a month. You get put on this board, you get shout out every stream.
To this run, Williams seeking that space. Good run. Boy, Williams is running determined here. Gain of 8. Melissa.
But definitely is not required, just appreciated. And you get shouted out. You're always a team member, and you always get that popped in as soon as you come into the chat. And then for our Hall of Fame members, they get the Hall of Fame. So it's now 2nd and 2. Boot to the right. Now a throwback screen to the running back. And he's got the first down, and he's got more. And eventually pushed out of bounds. And the Lions are in business.
Detroit has 3 first downs on this drive.
That was some good open field blocking on the outside. Who was that came out here and just very athletically able to stay last second on that block? It may have been Jonah Jackson. And that's what DeAndre Swift does best. You put him in space, any kind of space, he's going to make big plays.
And they hand it off, and Swift, maybe a gain of 1.
Down by TJ Slayton. Minimal gain on first down for Detroit.
Yeah, there's just been some great battles on the outside here. You've got Kenny Clark's, who's as good as there is out there, and then trying to work that double team is one of the great young players in Penei Sewell, and that time Clark just too much.
Pro Bowl alternate this year. He's been to a couple of Pro Bowls.
2nd and 10. 10:45 left to play in the game. Lions are in field goal range a little bit. Throw it off to the swing to Swift, and he tries the hurdle, and that was not the right decision. Just a gain of 1. Brings up a 3rd and long.
Now, I never did that.
You're smart.
But it's got to be a bad feeling when you get to there. Yeah. When you jump, and the guy is still standing straight up and down like, oh, man.
You're a beauty. 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Ball is at the 31 of the Packers. They just hand it off. And he gets a gain of about 4. He'll bring up 4th and about 2 or 3. And the Lions are going for it.
Wait a minute. We might go here.
They're going to at least go hard count here, right? Try and return the favor. But that was a great open field tackle that time by Adrian Amos. That one looked like it was
76 conversion attempts on 4th down, most in the NFL.
You saw Penei Sewell bobbing his head up and down when the play call came in. Let's go. And here we go.
This could well be their 2-point conversion type play here that they like.
Quick flat route. It's wide open for the 1st down.
At the 22-yard line. Wow. 4th and a couple, and they go in the air and keep the drive alive.
That's why they love Dan Campbell.
I appreciate that, Luke. Put a lot of work into it.
Remember Sean Payton?
Done a few things, so appreciate that very much, Luke. Try to have a nice little backdrop. Kind of change it up with the colors every day.
There are times that it is the right thing to do to take chances.
Pick your aggression points and go.
Got a lot of Funko Pops up there.
They do it shot plays. Take some shots in situations like this too.
This is because I'm the coach. Swift with a big run and a 1st down. Can't show the game. Got a little Call of Duty and Halo. But yeah, got some Funko Pops there.
It's a good pitch to the outside.
Yeah.
Just enough to make that play. But, you know, the other part about going for it on 4th and 2, if you convert, it demoralizes defenses. Because they know that was their chance to get off the field.
A lot of people do green screens. I rather have like an actual backdrop instead of a green screen.
They're at the 11. It's 1st and 10. Gotta go quick as they switch plays.
And throw it off to Swift. And Swift will get a gain of about 2. You open your sports cards. I really don't buy a lot of sports cards, Luke.
And the athletic training staff from Detroit out to look at DeAndre Swift, who is
on like some big streams, we do give away some sports cards. If we would have got up to like 50 likes on this stream, I would have gave away this Brett Favre card.
Yeah, a flag was thrown at the
First
back
ballot
end.
Hall of Famer.
Conversation going on amongst the players out there.
Try to give away some cards and stuff, but try to have goals as far as, you know. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is unnecessary roughness, and this is going to be a 1st down for the Lions.
Going on around Swift as the athletic training staff was
Jeez.
looking at him.
It's going to be.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7 of the defense.
Oh.
Half the distance to the goal, automatic 1st down.
Yeah, so that's on Quay Walker, and they missed the penalty you guys were talking about. But that was Walker, and that's LaFleur right to his rookie. You got to be smart.
And for DeAndre Swift, his leg was pinned underneath the original tackle, and then Jaron Reed.
It's now 1st and goal for Detroit.
Him in the head.
Oh, he pushed him.
Oh, wow.
Training staff. That's ridiculous. Wow.
If there's ever a reason to
He
never
pushed a
push
member of the training
athletic
staff.
trainers, this would certainly be that week.
Terry, could you get ejected for that?
Absolutely. We've seen that on the sidelines with pushing or
Yes.
contacting
What are you
coaches.
doing?
They are going to disqualify for that. So, yes, we just were informed.
Okay, let's see if they stop the game and get in here. It's at the 5-yard line, and now the Lions have broken the huddle here. And now the play's being stopped. Yeah. Chris, your point was absolutely right on. You know, that was the game we had, Terry, and it was Quay Walker in Buffalo.
Number 7's
No, he did not.
unsportsmanlike conduct is disqualified.
And the Green Bay fans, you understand why they're upset. Now, Brad Rogers is coming over to explain it to Matt LaFleur.
So the trainer basically is just trying to get in to give assistance to Swift, and he didn't do anything except trying to wedge his way in there, which you have to do.
And then that other, yeah, Wyatt did a little shoulder press to him too. That was dumb, man. That was just dumb.
Yeah, and there it is at the 5-yard line. Now one of your key players out of the game, and it's a few yards closer.
Walker, only player to be ejected twice within this season. Isaiah McDuffie replaces him. First and goal from the 5. A late decision on the give.
Handoff Williams.
Goff almost pulled it to run, which is rare for him. Williams gets 1 to the 4. Walker gets an early shower.
Goff absolutely should have pulled that ball out. He would have had the touchdown with the lead blocker in front of him. He just missed this read. Crash down inside. That's a pull all the way.
And it's the replacement for Walker, McDuffie, who makes the tackle on Williams here. Lions explode out of the huddle. Second and goal. Extra lineman, Matt Nelson in.
Handoff, and he is in. Touchdown, Lions, and the Lions will take the lead. They're actually going to say he was just short.
Wow. See him reaching the ball over. They say he's short.
Wow.
Third and goal.
I thought he was in. I think they may review this.
The Lions are telling their sideline to replay this. It looks like he's over there.
Yeah, I think he's in. But you can't see the ball. That's going to be an issue.
The Lions were pushing their sideline to throw the challenge flag. For the second time tonight, the ball is
So it's now 3rd and goal.
The play clock's down at 10. Timeout.
And Lions will take a timeout now.
If they got to delay a game there, that would have not been good.
There's 2 things. It was a long time to umpile the guys. And secondly,
I'm going to make sure we are up to date.
line to challenge.
Could they still challenge now that they've taken the timeout and no play has been run, right?
Yes. So meanwhile, in this drive, Quay Walker up the tunnel. Knows the emotion got the worst of him. For the second time this year on a Sunday night, as we mentioned, we saw it in Buffalo. The sideline personnel, players on the practice squad, not in uniform. Walker got involved with on the sidelines and pushing involved in that. Third and goal.
16-13. It is 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line for the Lions. Handoff, and he will walk in the end zone for a touchdown.
A record-setting 17th rushing touchdown this season for the former Packer.
And the Packers once again will find themselves down.
Double team. Drive off. We talked about the young stud, Penei Sewell, and that is
And potentially eliminated from playoff contention if they cannot regain the lead.
And every point huge.
The extra point is good. Detroit 20, Packers 16, going to commercial break. What's up, Griffin Fish Room? Muted streaming here. What do you mean? What do you mean muted? What do you mean muted? Griffin Fish Room? Appreciate you very much for joining. So like I say, we are just on a commercial break before we come back. Alright, so it looks like we're back. So, do the Packers wake up once again? Seattle fans rooting hard for Detroit. Oh, nice little move there, but it'll only get him a couple more yards. Just says wow.
Mike, when Aaron Rodgers last came off the field, he was holding his right wrist and thumb. He had a conversation with the Packers head orthopedic surgeon and athletic trainer. He was grimacing in pain. They did not tape it, but remember, he fractured that right thumb back in week 5. He told me this week that he banged it a few times in the Vikings game last week and that it was sore this week. So something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa, thank you. At the end of that play,
some bonehead plays.
Very hard hit. As well as you saw, he got spun around and into the
so if Rodgers is really hurt with his right thumb, that's going to make it tough to throw the football.
They're going to take a longer look at him. I think they're going to take him back for deeper examination. All right, here we go.
So 1st and 10. See what they can do. Play action. Rodgers in trouble. He's got to do something now. He'll check it down to the back. Right decision. He'll get a gain of about 8. I was wondering if he was going to see that lineman,
Mike, I think you're going to
and he did there.
The Detroit Lions a little limited on the coverage that they might be able to play here because they're so thin at the quarterback position. Remember, Jeff Okudah was not active tonight.
Can the Packers come back and win this game and go to the postseason? Or are the Lions going to go 9-8 and Seattle is in? Inside handoff and nothing there. Telling you, they're going to have to do this. They're going to have to do this through the air. Breaking news, Lovie Smith has been fired.
Before he comes back to make the play. Dips inside, goes all the way
so Lovie Smith is indeed fired from the Houston Texans. Shocker. Especially after
he has had a big night tonight.
After they won that game. Third and 2. Rodgers quick flat route thrown to Watson, and he will get the first down, just enough.
Good blocking on the edge. Gives Watson the space to keep this drive moving.
Once again, it's Lazard out here who has to make the hardest block on the field. This is really difficult on the outside. Just good enough to pick that one up.
Getting down to maybe the last possession time, inside of 4 minutes.
What better way to end the season, huh?
Right? That's amazing NFL season. You never know which way the road's going to turn. There's one more turn to make. What will it be? Rodgers flipping.
Aaron Rodgers throws, and that was just too over the head.
Drifting back was Jerry Jacobs, the corner. Second down coming up.
Wow, I thought he was going to hit Christian Watson in the seam here. Just looked like they had this thing all set up as he came in motion. Sort of that all vertical play. It looked like he had a lot of space in there. Kind of looked right through him to the outside.
Watson's made big plays tonight. 5 catches, 104 yards. The 33.
Rodgers in the pocket will now just try to check it down to A.J. Dillon, not there, and now you're staring right at a 3rd and 10.
Nice stunt. That was a good-looking stunt right there. Coming out, around, and then the hit, not late.
There's the loop.
A little loop inside, and also a little grab that was not called by Zach Tom.
This Lions defensive line, maligned during the year, has been very impactful in the game tonight. 3rd and 10.
Rodgers, they send the blitz. Rodgers just takes a shot deep down the field, and it's picked off. Can you believe this?
He's got Rodgers for the 3rd time, and the Packers are in
Wow.
major trouble. 2 interceptions at Ford Field in the first matchup.
So the Lions will take over with 3:27 left to go. Rodgers had no time right there, and he just elected to try to take a shot deep down the field. And it's picked off, and now the Lions are already going to have the ball across midfield. And this Packers season looks like it's about to come to an end. All right, so now we're back. Packers really got one last chance. They got to get some stops. Goff gonna throw, fires, and that one is, wow. They say incomplete. I think they might have caught that because I don't know if it hit the ground. Yeah. Yeah, it was a catch. And that's a first down.
Between his legs, definitely drops it, but does it land in his lap and never touch the ground, and then he gains control of it late.
That could have been close to being a pick, but instead it's a complete pass.
Not on the ground, not on the ground. Somebody has to come away with it, and it is St. Brown. Now, I've seen seasons in a lot of weird ways.
So Matt LaFleur is looking at the big screen. He's got the red challenge flag. He's thinking about challenging. He's not going to, as you saw the last look.
Packers got to find a way to hold him to a field goal, but Jamal Williams is running hard, and he just got a gain of 9.
On the ground with Jamal Williams, and they got to take a timeout here at 2:26. Trying to burn him on
The
this side.
Packers are choking.
Oh my gosh! Now back to the interception.
First of all, let's start with Aaron Glenn and the guts it takes to send everybody. But it's Anzalone who's going to get the pressure and the hit here. But they send the house. Why do they do that? It's 3rd down and 10. You want to throw hot? Go ahead. Rodgers took the chance. Throw it up down the field because he was contacted. The ball just floated in the air, and Joseph comes away with the interception. But for Aaron Glenn, it's been a tough year this year with a very young defense. But when it mattered most against a veteran future Hall of Famer, it was that guy, the former player who said, yes, sir, it's that way. He attacked and won.
2nd and 1. 2:28 to go.
Packers just needed one win to get in the postseason, and I think they're going to come. Wow. And that's an automatic first down.
It'll be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, number 95, defense. 5-yard penalty. Results.
If you want to know why coaches sometimes hesitate to play young players, we've seen it tonight out of the Green Bay Packers.
Is declining the neutral zone foul. It still will be 2nd down.
Interesting. Yeah, there's Sheila Fordham, who is the owner of the Detroit Lions, principal owner and chair since 2020, the last couple of years, as her team is trying to win this game here and end the season. So, Chris, do they think that the Packers did that on purpose and thus declined it?
It's a very interesting not accepting a first down, right. But as long as you pick up this first down, it adds a play to the mix.
Here's the run by Williams, and he is going to get right to the
And I think he's right at it.
Check where the mark is. It looks to be a first down, and the timeout taken at 2:21 to go.
I tell you, talk about some next level thinking. That was it. I'm not sure almost any coach thinks about the idea we're going to add a play to this mix and force them to burn an extra timeout. And that was really brilliant.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. You can talk all you want about biting kneecaps. That was a brilliant call.
So it takes it to the 24-yard line, and a first down here with 2:22 to go. And Green Bay now down to just 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning. So they can stop it twice. And I wonder if Aaron Rodgers is sitting there wondering if he'll get another play this season at Lambeau. And as always, as the year ends with Aaron at this point in his career, who knows what the future holds. 24, Williams.
Hand off, and he'll get a gain of about 3.
He's going to take his final timeout here. 2:17 to go in regulation. So the Packers will be looking back if they cannot turn this around at several different moments in this game. Devontae
All right, so
Wyatt.
we're now back.
They have been checking on their friend.
2nd and 7 for the Lions.
New York agreed and kicked them out of the game. 2nd and 7.
Quick throw to the outside, and St. Brown, there is a flag. That's going to be holding, but I think Green Bay is going to be forced to decline this because they don't want to give them another play.
For so many reasons, yardage and clock.
Holding. Offense. Number 82. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
The run for young players continues.
I guess they're going to take it.
Wow, you can't have a bigger penalty because it pushes you to the brink of field goal territory.
And it gives Green Bay a free clock stop.
It sure did.
Okay, so it stopped the clock. That's right.
2:12 to go. Packers out of timeouts. Stoppage coming at the 2-minute warning. The Lions have thrown in a couple of spots here. You'd expect them to run. They do it.
Quick throw and then lateral. He's got room. And that is a big play, and it now brings up to a 3rd and about 4. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Where's Jack Buck? I don't
A little
believe
hook and
it
lateral
myself.
action. You got to love it. That's going to get us to a 2-minute warning.
Kidding me?
So that will take us to a commercial break. Packers lives are on thin ice right now. And honestly, I could see the Lions have nothing to lose. Even if they don't get this 3rd down, I think they go for it. Third and 3, and he didn't get it. I think the Lions go for it.
Now let's see what they're going to do here as the play clock will sync up to about 1 minute and 13 left.
I think they go for it.
You do?
I do. Just from the standpoint, you get a chance. Well, let me see where they're going to mark it first.
It's marked on the
I think he goes for it. They got nothing to lose.
That's a long. That's almost 2. Detroit know about that. That was 1 yard. because then you control it. You pick up 1 yard and you win the football game.
Detroit's going to take it all the way down and take a timeout here. They're at 114 or 113.
You kick a field goal, you give Aaron a chance to go win it.
115.
The strength of this team all year has been their offense, so they may just rely on it here, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing Ben Johnson over there and Dan Campbell and Jared Goff and a lot of conversation. And you're not seeing Michael Badgley run around. The field goal kicker.
But if you're Green Bay's defense at this point, you're not sure at all what you might see here.
And they're bringing in not their big personnel, but some receivers as well. Packers got to stop here, go down the field and score to go play a playoff game in Santa Clara next weekend. If the Lions
So they are going to go for this and just win it right here.
They can run out the clock in Seattle when we go to the playoffs.
But if they don't, Aaron Rodgers has a chance to win it on the next drive.
So here we go. Packers last chance on a 4th and 1. Lions looking for a quick flat, now a hitch, and he's got it. And the Lions are going to win this game.
And you can hear them from all the way in Seattle.
The Lions have been eliminated, or the Lions have eliminated the Packers from playoff contention.
They hustle to the line of scrimmage. Just a quick little turnaround route. But if you run that back just a little bit, you'll see people looking around.
Great decision there by Jared Goff.
Because they went to that snap huddle where they came out.
Great decision by Jared Goff. And that will do it, guys. Appreciate y'all. The Detroit Lions come into Lambeau and get a win. They will finish 9-8. The Packers finish 8-9. Appreciate you guys. As always, stay humble, stay kind, and peace.